way up there. There's a lot here for us to do. There's also quite a bit for us to turn in. Okay, that's one we can do right there. This is another one we can do. How you do it? You know, just break your legs. Say fuck it. We got a handful of missions that we gotta do, and I want to try to get all the ones that are nearby.
Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
This place is supposed to look like horns? I don't see it.
Alright, down the hill we go. So we're like right here.
I love this mountain. You can see so much from here. So many beasts would need killing. So many drinks would need drinking.
I've got to do more Food poisoning is one of the leading causes of death in Halcyon. Not surprising when you see these places from the inside.
There's gotta be a way inside. There has to be a way, like, come on. They wouldn't just block this off altogether, would they? No, damn it, don't fast travel. Doesn't look like there's a way in, guys. There's gotta be something that we have to do before we can do that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Got another fighting me. Shit!
Oh shit, the condition. Didn't realize it's at 0. That's why it's not yeah, that explains why I'm not doing that much damage with it. I knew that. I seriously knew that, guys. It'd probably help if we scrap all this shit, though. That explains why I was doing shit for damage, though. That was the same damage as what we have right now. Well, same protection.
That's the last. Whiskey and stitches only go so far.
Alright, let's continue.
Nice and easy.
So it's funny to think that you can actually use these weapons when they're at 0, like, condition. That's pretty fucking funny. I was assuming it would do, like, you know, like Fallout does, where it's like once it's broken, you can't use it anymore, essentially. That's what I was assuming it was gonna do, but sure enough, it allowed us to just do it. Cascadia. Oh no! Son of a... You know, if I had your beep sound effect read, I'd be using that right now. We cannot go in there until we get 100 lockpick, which fucking sucks. That completely fucking sucks. You actually have to dedicate into the secret lab and shit if you want to get into it. Unless... I mean, unless that door actually wasn't necessary, which is possible. It's very possible we actually don't need to do that at all, actually. And that we can just go over there. Got him. That poor scientist. Let's see.
Huh?
I'm taking everything that's in here. February 4th, 2344. Law, help me. Help us all. I saw one. frothing at the mouth, barely able to stirring a word or two together, walking at me as if I devoured me. Oh, Zora was right. There are monsters here. We need to get out if we want to live. Turn to route. February 5th. Vasily, you aren't insane. They were people once. I don't know what they are now, Zora. March 11th. Tessio, these crazy assholes don't know how to use a keypad. I took one of them to my client office and installed it to the bridge gate. 2613, be safe. Closed. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't realize I had that. Let's see. We'll get rid of the power armor. We don't need that. Supervisor override. Enter password out of line. Opening secure door. Begin transaction. Greet the customer by saying, "Welcome to Rizio's sweet shop. Where got the candy handy. How can I sweeten your day?" Yes. Thirsty friend. Nothing beats this. Yes. Okay. View current inventory. Okay. Alright, let's see what's in this room.
Their mistake. Nice one.
Take all of that. Right now, we'll take the elevator. Where's a secret laboratory?
I bet nobody set foot in here since Cascadia fell.
Oh no, there might be something in here. You never know.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
Lost my ID in the
Washing
wash.
company property without authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
I'm an authorized Rizzo employee. Password authorized.
Executive level password accepted as identification according to Employee ID Protocol A-3501. Welcome back, Doctor. Be advised. Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
All right. That was a close call. Assign ADA to land Cascadia pod. Search fuel controls. The closest functioning terminal with the refueling authorization is located above Flavor R&D lab. Messages from redated subject. Or see you on the station. You will not see me, but I will be close. Continue your research, Doctor. Report to me when you have achieved a mission end state. From Catherine E. Redacted subject. See you at the station. I understand we're bound for secondary lab. Will you be supervising the research this time? Or will it be a standard work from the shadows routine? Eva. Getting there. Thank you for the optimism, Lore. That what we're doing isn't easy under the best circumstances, much less the board cutting corners. I can promise you that the research will lead to better Hycilon, even if we have to pay a terrible cost getting there. Eva. Effects of O2 rationing and native fauna. You have your orders, Doctor. Project is too important, too sensitive to allow the hint of it to reach public. With all respect, I urge you to reconsider your decision to classify our research results under native fauna of Terra 1. I assure you that we will diligently redact any references to our project or its purpose from any papers we release. We have made several discoveries on how terraforming process affects the nuclein of the Rapidon and Manti families. At the very least, let's inform our fellow board researchers that the creatures will perish when O2 concentrates reduce to 19.5%, a level within human tolerance. This is not about fame or prestige, this is about potentially saving lives, please. Turn to route. Okay.
Captain, I've touched down on Cascadia's landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tank and then initiate the transfer from an authorized terminal within the lab.
Shit, this place is infested. Oh boy, a flamethrower.
Watch those traps. Field stitches aren't exactly pretty.
Being burned too many times made you susceptible to plasma damage. Nope. Not taking that.
Going silent.
Damn things damn near killed me.
Captain, this terminal controls airflow for the entire bunker. I've got an idea.
Let's hear it.
I'll drop the O2 levels to 19.5%. That's still enough for humans, but the mantisaurs will die in a matter of minutes. Here goes.
Good plan.
Don't thank me yet.
Nice work.
Alright, so we already went in here. We just need to go into this room now. Workbench discovered. Now let's see. Breakdown. Break that down, break that down. Break that down, break that down. Repair, what needs to be repaired? I'm pretty sure this needs... yeah. Definitely needs to be repaired. This definitely needs to be repaired. And do a little bit of tinkering real quick. Ah. Alright, let's see what's on this computer real quick.
Easy.
Shock Cannon Ultra. I actually forgot about that one. Forgot that was actually a weapon. The thing sucks though, but it's still cool to have. Blind fueling system. Initiate transfer to Alta to gas. Exit. Alright, we did it.
Machinery's making me a mite nervous.
Siphon the gas. Logs. Archive log animal trails. Tom was skeptical that animal trails would yield good data, but I wanted to start small. I wish someone had thought to pack a breeding stock of fruit flies from Earth. Writing them off as mere pest species has limited our research efforts more than once. With approval from CMP, I have made arrangements to pursue the burst factory near Fellbrook. Cispigs mature reasonably swiftly. I feel that this is the best option available to us. I've done great things with Cispigs engineering in the past. Of course, the current project is far more difficult than merely enhancing the bocanated favoring of cystipig tumors. Let's see if I can make a lightning strike twice, this time with alternate tissues. Moving Cascadia. The board has repeatedly denied the request for data from other teams investigating the issue. I'm guessing their efforts have progressed no further than ours. There's some good news. We'll be heading to the town called Cascadia. Apparently, Rizzo volunteered to provide lab space. We could use a change in scene. Also, I'll ask movers to handle the terminal with care. I'm starting to have my doubts about animal testing will yield us results in Seek, but succumbing to pessimism helps no one. Return to route. Okay. Okay, so that is the light flickering. I thought it was the game fucking up for a second.
Can't be called the Pumpkin House without more pumpkins.
Yo, Slapmag Pro, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream and how's it going tonight? Let's see. Wait, what? Hold on. Dr. Thomas Lillian Rail in gratitude. What the fuck is he doing in here? What the fuck? We can't bust him out. The terminal's busted, so. Yeah, no dice there. No dice. That's just a gaping hole in the wall. But yeah, how's everyone doing from Slotmag's Pro's stream? Also, how are you doing tonight? We're gonna bust into here real fast. Elite Trooper armor. It was mostly a slow day, but was just playing Witcher 2. Nice. Doing good. That's good to hear, Shadow. Good to hear. Witcher 2. Didn't you just play through the Witcher 3, though? Ooh. 500 bits. I cannot say no to
Great
500
work.
bits. Let's take it. Alright. Let's play some of the Outer Worlds at the moment. Grand Legal BizTech. Dude, you gotta play this game sometime, Slotmag. It's great. So far, there's a lot to it, a lot to explore. Logs, research notes, tissue compatibility, accessible issues. Chief concern is rejection of the tissue problem is classical as limb transplantation. Though obviously on a cellular level. The scale of the problem, though, even with the Altaveti bolstering our efforts on achievement of such proportion has never been attempted or even considered. How do we define the tolerable failure rate that the losers could swell to affect millions? Even 1% is unthinkable. I hate much to consider. Never got around to playing Witcher 2. Oh, and I definitely will play it. Just not right away. Yeah. So you're playing them kind of backwards, then I'm guessing. How is The Witcher 2 though? How's the game treating you? Transfer to secondary file. Return to root. Exit. Okay. Alright, let's go up here. I just gotta transfer the tank of stuff. Assault Ultra Rifle. Wait, am I overweight again? I'm overweight again, ain't I? Dude, I gotta go do something about my weight soon. The weight's getting pretty bad.
If only they were always this easy to kill.
Let's see. You know what? It's probably because I have a bunch of meat sitting on me that I need to go sell. That's what it is. It's a bit different, more of a challenge, but still fun. Oh, hey, I mean, as long as it's fun, you know. That's what I've been loving about the older games I've been playing. Like most recently, I played Deus Ex, and I loved the challenge of it because it was like it was very tough on you. The older games tend to be a little bit tougher, which is the plus about them, you know. And I kind of enjoy that. I enjoy the extra challenge that they offer. Let's see. Connect storage tanks to the landing pad refueling system. Reconfigure fuel system to accept Altavet gas. Continue. Alright.
I knew you had it.
Alright, so we transferred it.
Huh?
Damn it, get Ellie back up!
She really fall down. Mind control something. Let me see. A mind control ray. What does this do? Hold on. I gotta examine this real quick. How do you examine it? The aptly named Mind Control Ray fires continuous beam to targets that overrides synthetical nerves, as well as automechanical behavior protocols, causing the targets to attack their allies instead of enemies. Increasing your science skill improves the movement and attack rate of those controlled. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually fucking awesome as hell. A Mind Control Ray. Dude. I can't wait to try that. I think that's what I need to come in here for, right? I believe. Yeah, okay, good. We got it. Awesome. Return to Lilla. That's what we're gonna do. We need to head back down, though. This game is just like... This is easily like the best RPG of this year. And we're about to go turn this in real quick. Take all this, give me all that. Right now we're just doing we're doing some missions at the moment.
Used to be, you can get the best wine on Monarch here.
You take us to the nicest places, Captain.
Something
They'll
in there.
never see us.
Oh shit!
Up, right?
Holy shit, the amount of loots. That I did not. I didn't expect all these to be out here when I got back. Oh hey, and we got our ship right there. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's I definitely have some issues going on here, guys. Okay, there, now we're good. We're good for now. Now we gotta go trade some stuff.
Score, Cap!
Hey, we're about to level up to 20 very shortly. And we finally found a vendor to trade at. Let's go sell some shit. And we need to go in here. We've got 16 of that meat. Sell all of that. Let's see, what other high number stuff do we have? We got a lot of shit. Adreno, we can sell like half of that. Because we definitely don't need 100 and something of that. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of a few of these. There's so much stuff in here that I don't use that I just hoard. It's pretty fucking awful because I am just terrible at it. Let's see. Like in here, look, I don't need 4 of every upgrade. That. I'm not doing quite bad at all, though. Alright, so we can actually go into our ship now. And fly away if we want to. Or fly somewhere else. It's more or less a quicker way to fast travel around the place too. Third win in a row. Oops, I'm playing Smite. Nice. I'm not.
Reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Oh no. What did we do?
Our fuel cells are now primed with Alta Vitae gas. As the organics say, let us hope we do not explode in transit to the Groundbreaker.
We're heading to the Groundbreaker, looks like. Let's go.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker. To return.
Continue. For context. Okay. Not bad though. 3 wins in a row though. Yeah, like you can't argue about that one. Let's see. So we need to go over here. One of the best RPGs. Yeah, easily. Easily for 2019. I would say very easily for 2019. It's gonna be a contender.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a few other RPGs that came out this year, but not anything that's, you know, like this kind of, you know. Let's see.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it at 1,000,000 bits a pop.
Yeah.
Take this. You've earned it.
Heck yeah.
When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
20,000 XP? Shit. That's a lot of XP. Knowledge and shipping reputation increased. What else did she give me? 2,000 bits. Not bad. The height of ambition for us all.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
I hope it doesn't know what they're dealing with Elder Scrolls 6. Well, I'm pretty sure they're keeping a fucking eye on what Obsidian did with this release. And I'm really hoping they fucking listen and learn to what the fans want. Because what the fans want is more important than, you know, whatever, you know, fuels their greed lately, you know? Essentially, that's the way I see it. I mean, hopefully, like, you know, Fallout 76, I mean, it's not in the best of spots right now. I'm kind of waiting to see, like, literally the Wastelanders DLC is literally my last thing, my last bit of hope for Fallout 76. If that fails, 76 is going to die, and obviously Bethesda is going to be freaking out trying to, you know, work on the next Elder Scrolls or Starfield. Because I think Starfield's supposed to come before Elder Scrolls, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, I hope they learn and they go back to their roots of, you know, giving you multiple dialogue choices, not having a voice protagonist. Just do what they did before they did 4, essentially, you know? But yeah, this is by Obsidian, right? Of course it's good, yeah. Yeah, Obsidian, the makers of Fallout New Vegas, of course, you know? Not the same exact people, though. A lot of people that were in Obsidian back then aren't in Obsidian nowadays, but, you know, there's some still there, you know? In case you were curious, no one was following me. You always send your first-timers into a certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. I hope you kept the Unreliable's engines warm, because I got another job lined up for my new favorite contractor. They're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Looking to expand, huh? Fallbrook ain't big enough for you?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
If Wastelanders fails, did you mean Todd? Did you mean Todd Howard or what? No, I don't believe it's all Todd's doing. I believe it's more or less their owners. You know, ZeniMax, you know, has a bigger say in what they want them to do, essentially. So what ZeniMax is telling them is like, hey, you have to have microtransactions we need to make this amount of money in order to pay it off, essentially. So essentially some financial company, you know, is obviously, you know, gave, you know, ZeniMax a bunch of money, essentially, you know. ZeniMax got a bunch of money, and, you know, they haven't been able to pay it back yet, so they're having to put all these microtransactions into games, essentially, which is kind of ruining them, you know. Big EA with WoW, I guess, yeah. So essentially, I mean, you know, they kind of have no choice. They have to, but at the same time, you know, they're still trying their best to release games. Obviously, Fallout 76, they should have just not have released or delayed it. One of the two, I believe, in my personal opinion. Like, they shouldn't have released it as soon as they did. And I'm hoping that they learn in the future not to release an unfinished game, you know? But yeah, with that game, they essentially put their, not their A team, but like their B team to, you know, work on it, essentially. They're like, here, you work on 76, make a map that's like 4 times bigger, and, you know, just release the game on this day, essentially. That's what it seemed like, essentially. Like, they had no choice. But it's like, we'll see. We'll see. Fallout First is not a thing that I am too happy with, because I feel like it's just going to make the game more of a pay-to-win type thing, you know? But anyways, back to the Outer Worlds, okay? Back to the Outer Worlds. Enough discussed in 76. Just point me in the right direction. How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Sounds risky. Do you have a buyer lined up?
Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point.
Oh shit.
But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a Sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
But yeah. Yeah, it's similar like EA though, like you're saying. Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Who are we worried about? Authorities, competitors?
Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust.
Okay.
Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.